Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks to Alibaba.com to give me the opportunity to talk with you about the winter sports trend, especially in this particular year due to the outbreak that is affecting the worldwide level. Remigio Brunelli, I'm Managing Director of Technica Group China, part of Technica Group that is a leading sport equipment manufacturer in the market of footwear and winter sports equipment. We are an Italian company based in the north of Italy, close to Venice. Our vision it's inspire an active outdoor life, and our mission it's aim to create amazing experience through outstanding products. The capacity of Technica and the networking it gave us a good opportunity to talk in today about how the production and the sales could be working together. The products category that we have it's cover different kind of footwear and winter equipment, and as well as in terms of geographical areas, we cover all around the world, from North America through Europe and as well as Asia. That gives us a good and wide opportunity to analyze the trends of the COVID effect through the network of distribution. First of all, for us, sport is an experience and destination, because sports is a lifetime, is an occasion of social and cultural, but is even a reason to spend and to shop, related to tourism, related to F&B. Talking about more specifically about the winter market, we are going to see that over the last 15 years, the average skiers worldwide has been around 350 million, and 50% of them are mainly focused on the Alps and the western of Europe. So it's interesting because even if it's the Alps cover just 1/3 of the world's resorts, in terms of skiers, they are able to host more than 50% of the skiers at the worldwide level. So it's a good opportunity to analyze what is going on in Europe recently, because in terms of winter, the winter sports are not just an exciting experience, but it's a kind of lifestyle and a leisure industry that bring together healthy sports activities, but as well as tourism and hospitality. Winter tourism is definitely an important part of the GDP of the Alpine countries, because it's able to generate almost 28 billion euros as a turnover. That is equal to 7% of the total tourism industry in Europe. So it's very sensitive activities related to the winter sports. And in a situation that today, like Asia, it was kept international travel on hold, Europe, it was focus on how to cope with the first wave and try to ensure a summer business to their own retailers and their own main operators. This is definitely what's been a great opportunity for the retailers and the networking and all the industries to remain alive. And in each single crisis, there is always a winner. And the winner in this case has been, in terms of sports, definitely bike, running, hiking, and inline skates. That is so consistent growing over the year to year. Almost most of them, they double, and in certain circumstances, even 3 times their own business revenue year on year. Related to the winter, that despite a great snowfall in season and sunny weather, unfortunately the ski resorts are closed. And at this moment the situation is very confused, because the second wave is effective Europe at a very consistent way. And there are the latest news of the mutation of the virus that is being came out from UK over the last couple of days is generated even more uncertain situation and not clear future for what's the market and the winter specifically. The latest news I was telling, if you're going a little bit more in depth, we're talking about Austria, Italy, Switzerland and France that are the main countries affected by the Alps, and all of them they have a kind of uncertain situation. Who is going to be in lockdown totally, like Italy, at least till the end of this year and the early next year. or like in France, in which officially the ski resorts are open, but the cable car are not operated. So it's in this kind of situation, we need to definitely have a lot of creativity in the winter in order to survive. And what is going to be the first effect of the beginning of the season is that definitely is the question is which going to be the sport that will boom in during the winter. And the answer is pretty much easy at this stage because it's definitely the ski touring, the cross-country skiing and the snowshoeing are the most popular sports compared to the traditional and famous alpine ski. The current crisis definitely gave even a good opportunity on the e-commerce and web sales. There's been a lot of investment over the last month from all the main retailers in order to turn from brick mortars and going directly to talking with the end user and consumers in order to grab their own attention. What is coming quite interesting as a result is most of the retailers, even if they realize that the website and the e-commerce sales are important, remaining evident that the touch point at the shop, it's remaining the main important moment of the purchase from the winter sports fans. And therefore, as I say, it looks like that the shop is still the most important touch point for the end user. And definitely this is going to be a process that is starting from the PR activities and radio and TV communication that is going to create a certain awareness and interest in the products. But the real effect of the purchase is not now done at the inside of the point of sales. And then there is an activities that is very important as well, is the term of retention and advocacy in order to continue to have a direct connection with our customer. Situation in this moment, it's, as I said before, it's quite uncertain, but we don't have to stop it. We need to continue to see and looking forward about the future. And talking about how the producers and manufacturers like a technical group they cope with has been a certain kind of flexibility and capacity to reading the effect situation. I would like to share with you some winning facts that has been put in place by technical group, and I'm sure that it could be interesting for all of you in order to evaluate the future situation, because unfortunately, especially in Europe, the second wave is in place, but the third should be even behind the corner. And the expectation of the 2021, especially for the first half of the year, will be not so shining and positive. As I said, the first factor is that we're starting to have a high flexibility during the pandemic in March and to listen carefully our customers in terms either retailers or rental in order to guarantee to them in a production capacity that it was matching their own needs. And as well as we try to making a reorganization of the collection in order to guarantee a certain kind of products that it could be never out of stock and give to our retailers the confidence that even if they didn't place consistent orders during the beginning of the season, they should be reordered according to the needs and according to the evolution of the market in such an uncertain situation. It gave them a lot of confidence to consider our brands and our collection as a solid partner for their own business. The second part that was been moving more from the market to the internal process definitely has been on the value chain. Therefore, we reschedule the production planning in order to catch in the market needs, and that one gave us a perfect delivery timing, and that has been very appreciated by our customers. And as well as we keep an open window in order to be able to accept the later extra order of products. And this is, again, to guarantee flexibility and harmony with our customers. Overall, it's really important to listen the market and able to react in. And recently, the capacity of the value chain to react easily and faster, it's definitely an important, has been an important key factor for us. And current status situation of the market, it's a must to listen what are the consumer needs and the retail needs. This is going to give guarantee and a flexibility that it give a comfort to the brick and mortars, because as I said before, it still be remaining, especially for the winter sports, the key point for sales. The last part that I would like to touch with you is that there is not anymore a difference between Europe and China in terms of customer needs. I think that there is a global vision in terms of products innovation, in terms of customer service, and in terms of lead time. All these three elements together, they're going to make a difference in terms of brand loyalty and capacity to persuade the customers and the shopper to remain stitched to our brands. So my last recommendation is in the future to have more and more capacity to talking with vendors and to try to put their own needs from vendor side and brands company on the same page in order to deliver the perfect combination and in terms of products and in terms of lead time to the shoppers. I would like to thank you, all of you, for the attention, and I'm looking forward for the next. Thank you.